Yeah, there's no rule that says that it's not the feed. It's only whether it's a charge down kick or a knock on or not.
Well, Eastern Suburbs are all offside in the back line, but Belcher's come through, and Belcher's gone straight through. It goes to Bell. Bell now with some more room to move, and the inside is Daly. No, it is Daly. Is it Martin? It's Martin, and he gives it off to Bell again, and it's a try. Oh, great football, Canberra Raiders. Great football. And good work, Mark Bell.
And Gary Belcher. That's where the trial started, remember, right back from the scrum, where East moved up in one line, but they left a couple of holes. And the try really started right back here. Now, here he is. Look at this. Belcher gets right on the outside, and the beautiful running on the angle. It was Bell who set it up. Martin on the inside. Martin almost going all the way, backing up on the wraparound. That's just class football.
Yes, well, that threw me with Martin coming out from the centres, of course, because Daly's probably in a rest on the wing. But it was good work from Bell and Martin, the two players with blistering pace.
Yeah, well, it just goes to show if you back up, the rewards are always there.
Well, he's another one who's been down during the second half, receiving attention too.
And back here on the halfway, Daly talking to the trainer. Scoreline 30 points to nil. Meninga, can he have the extras? Kicks it off to the right. The scoreline remains 30 points to nil in favour of the Canberra Raiders.
Well, that was amazing. Of course, that came back from that feed into the scrum where Matt Burke thought that the scrum feed shouldn't have gone Canberra's way, and of course it had to. But Belcher running across third, and if you don't come up in one line, they find a little bit of a hole, class players. And when you've got the speed and the backing up ability of Canberra, they'll cut you to ribbons. Now look at this. This is the side that's very confident at the moment, Canberra. Throwing the ball just to the gap, and there's always someone there to pick it up. Look at that. Wasn't intended for him, but they still managed to come away with the ball. And here's Meninga kicking into the open spaces. He'll win the race for the ball. Oh, look at it go! And away goes Bell Meninga. This will be try number 4 for the afternoon for the big man.
When you're hot, you're hot.
Oh, Bell Meninga.
Well, Gordon Greenwich scored a century in his 100th Test match for the West Indies. This fella might score a century today just to send his critics all the way back to the West Indies. Look at this. This came from nothing. But don't ever forget, this fellow's very fast, and when he's that strong...
Well, I thought that Eastern Suburbs player held back a little bit, but I don't blame him. There was no way I would have run in for the ball then. You saw Mal coming down. There was no way he was going to move. He was going for that ball, and that was it.
Well, he certainly was. It was great work from Mal Meninga. He scooped the ball up, had a look for his wing. Of course, there was no one near him. Didn't matter.
Mate, if I ever saw him coming, I'd put a copper's hat on and say, "This way, pal."
Here you go, Mr. Meninga.
There wouldn't be a State of Origin game coming up shortly, would there?
There is worse,
well,
and they might be on opposite sides, Meninga and Daly.
Oh, what a clash.
Well, they will be. Just depends where. Meninga converts his own try, and Canberra are leading Eastern Suburbs by 36 points to nil.
I just mentioned that Trevor Patterson had gone on. I don't think in the shot, but just behind the Eastern Suburbs goal post there, you can see Hugh McGahn being carried from the field, or assisted from the field.
You'll see now that Brent Todd's taken one up. Glenn Lazarus taken one up. It's the old ploy out of the red zone, they call it. Just to settle play, get the big fellas taking it up and then spin it wide. That's what happened.
And look at this fellow go. He's got an abundance of speed and beautiful handling again. Sees the Raiders take it well inside Eastern Suburbs territory. Mark Bell, an amazing run. Give him a bit of room to move. Now out wide, here's another centre three-quarter. His name's Lazarus. Well, he'd like to play like one.
You often see him out wide too, Steve.
He's got the ball skills of one.
Has he what? Coin. Well, you don't blame them today. They're playing as 13 gazelles, this mob. And Hugh McGahn, I think the look says it all. I think Hugh, though, in many ways, would probably be fairly happy that he got up there this early. Lovely ball. Here's Clyde. Clyde down to the corner line. Look at Clyde go off to Ferguson. And Ferguson will bring it round and score underneath the post. That's another trial at 40 points to nil.
Absolutely unbelievable football. A beautiful pass from Laurie Daly set that up. When we go back to the replay, watch the hands and skill of Laurie Daly to get this ball away. And the crowd's going berserk. Why wouldn't they? Well, we've gone back a little bit later, but just have a look at the running there. Once that ball went to Ferguson, that was it. Shut the gate. The horses bolted.
Well, it's a good little Easter present for the crowd.
Well, there it was. It was beautiful hands from Laurie Daly.
And good skills from this man.
Yep.
Set it up well. Beautifully timed pass to put Ferguson away. Some players would have mucked that up.
No, not when you've played for Australia like Bradley Clyde has. He's got all the skills and that. The only thing is his age. He's only 19 and got a lot more years ahead of him.
I thought you were talking about John for a minute.
Mate, he'd love to be.
Wouldn't he love to be 19?
Wouldn't the world love to see him 19? Here's Meninga. Another conversion goal for Mal Meninga, and he brings up his 24th point of the afternoon. And Canberra 42 are leading Eastern Suburbs 0.
Georgialis, he chips over the top. Where's Belcher? Mr. Anticipation takes it beautifully. Still going, Belcher. Gets the ball back to Bell. Bell's smothered up. The Raiders are ready to launch another attack. Lazarus. Stewart pushes off the opposition.
That was that chicken.
Oh, but he comes back, Truella, and says, take that, son.
Peter, I think you'd agree Ricky Stewart's done a lot more running this week than in previous weeks.
He has. I believe that Ricky Stewart was told to do more running this season. It's only now he's starting to work out which way he should go, and that's forward like this man's going, Steve Walters.
Well, it's showing that his only skill's not just kicking. He can set things up and he can run. He's got a good step.
Oh, look at this. Bell goes to Ferguson. Ferguson down the sideline, back inside. Oh, Johnny Ferguson, you are a champion. Down into the post, and the crowd rises one to proclaim a hero down Canberra way in Johnny Ferguson.
Have a look at the pass that Bell gave him, though. Wasn't that a gem of a pass? Under pressure.
And David, Bell is one of their reserve graders too.
Now have a look at this. Look at this perfect pass. It might have been a fraction forward, but no, they're playing so well.
He just spins and turns on a 5-cent piece, the old Ferguson. There's no way you can really bottle him up. When he's got you on a one-on-one situation like that, just goes to show. You watch him step in here.
Well, as I mentioned, I said Bell's a reserve grader. I'm not taking anything away against Mark Bell. He's a great player. He's got scintillating pace. It just shows you what a strength Canberra will be, not just in season 90, but in years to come.
Of course, the ironic thing is, Peter, that Ferguson came from the Eastern Suburbs Club to the Raiders.
Well, thanks very much. And wouldn't he like this? Look at the scoreboard. The scoreboard clicks up another 2. Can the Canberra Raiders make it 50? It's 48-0 here at Bruce Stadium.
There hasn't been a 50 score in first grade for a long time.
Will they take a shot at goal?
Well, I wonder whether Meninga had the shot at goal. He's walking across. I'd say some of his teammates will say, mate, waste 2 minutes, will you? We need a breather. I mean, Steve, if you're on the field, it's been a humid day down here with a bit of moisture in the ground and a bit of sunshine. But he is going to kick for touch.
Well, they're try-hungry, the Raiders.
Another replacement in the Raiders lineup, Ashley Gilbert, going on for Dean Lance. He's getting a well-earned early mark, and he'll get an enthusiastic round of applause from this big crowd here.
Well, he deserves to, because he's had an absolute blinder.
Well, listen to the crowd.
So the Raiders still with a chance to post 50. 32 metres out. And again, it's one of those bookends, Lazarus, who just takes it up. And gee, they do their job efficiently. He and Todd. Daly fires it out from Walters. Meninga decides to go on his own. The little pirouette, or big pirouette, the dummy. Meninga in space. This will be try number 5. Mal Meninga comes around and equals the Rugby League Winfield Cup record of 5 tries in one match.
Fantastic.
And 50 points comes up for Canberra as well.
Well, I think that's just settled who the man of the match is.
Have a look at this. He had 3 men. They came to him like bees. He got through. Very good defence. I mean, Truella and Gilmister are noted tacklers.
And I thought Ashley Gilbert was actually saying, give me the try. You've got to be kidding, Mel says. Well, here it is, head on. Just look at the power of Mal Meninga. Well, swats them off like flies. Is he smiling yet? He's about to. Ashley Gilbert had something to say.
5 tries in a match. What a great performance from Mal Meninga.
Yeah, I think he sealed the Man of the Match award.
Yes.
That kind of performance.
I think Richard Keeley will agree as he kicks the goal.
He puts over the extras, and it also means that Peter Chapman, with his 48.5 start with 5 minutes to go, can breathe a sigh of relief. Canberra 54, Eastern Suburbs 4.
Richard Keeley, do you agree with Mal Meninga as the man of the match?
Yeah, I certainly do, Peter. As we mentioned, it was between him and Belcher. Belcher sort of, I guess, had a few drop balls early in the first game, and Mal Meninga's had the perfect game today.
Belcher decides to throw the pass. They decide to go from well inside their own corner. And here's Bell. Now Bell's got Ferguson looming up. Bell's down over the halfway. Throws it back on the infield. And it's Belcher. Belcher's down to the quarter line. Belcher doesn't need the support. He'll score under the post. It's 58 points to 0.
Green rampage here at Bruce Stadium. The crowd has gone berserk.
And don't forget, the man who started the try was Gary Belcher, who took the odds to throw him the long pass in front of his own goalpost. They say it's taboo. Here it is from the kickoff. Belcher takes the ball. Everyone says you should never do this, except, of course, if you're the Canberra Raiders and you've got this sort of speed. This was great play.
Well, I saw Meninga coming up on the inside of him. I thought he was going to get another try.
Well, Belcher deserves the try. He didn't need the support. He had it either side of him, and under the post he goes. Oh.
That's football. It's football magic. And look at him go. Well, I've just changed my mind. I'm going to give Belcher the man of the match.
Yeah, I'd give it to Belcher.
Can we have a joint man of the match? I tell you what.
Well, I said to you before, everyone that pulled on a Raiders jumper today deserves it because they've all done their job.
Yes, I think it's 13 man of the match awards today.
And Mal Meninga from right in front, 11 metres out, moves in, strikes it well. It's 2 more points.
Look at that scoreline.
It's Canberra 60, East 4.
Well, they took the trophy out of Sydney, David.
Yes, but I think everyone knows that they took it out with a great performance. And here's Daly. Oh, he slips over. He's still got Ferguson there. Ferguson up to the halfway. Ferguson straight through. Ferguson will score a hat-trick as well. Ferguson races away. And Johnny Ferguson puts it down. It's 64 points to 4. 64-4. Unbelievable.
And it's the Raiders' biggest win ever. There was never any doubt about that. Well, I'm going to give Johnny Ferguson the man of the match.
Oh, you're kidding.
Oh, great football.
The second 5 minutes to go, they put another try on. They put 3 on in 5 minutes.
Look at him go, and it was from a standing start that he just clapped it on. Is this man 35?
Here's the chick a chance.
And have a look at it. Belcher slips it away. Now, Daly actually slips over, gets up, gives it to Ferguson from a standing start. He gives them all the go-by, and look at the man go. Father time stop for this fellow, certainly. He's lost none of his speed, and look at that. Don't forget he also set up a lovely try for Daly early in the match as well.
Now, who's the man of the match, Peter Chapman? You've had more picks at man of the match than you have on the weekend in the Doncaster.
Maybe I'll tell you who the man of the match is.
Well, I think there's 13 men of the match here.
I still reckon this bloke with his mighty contribution has to get it. Mal Meninga, another kick. I've lost count how many points he's
Well, there's the final whistle.
Well, like Gary Coyne said before, you know, they were a bit upset to losing by 1 point to Cronulla. They wanted to win down there, and they've just come back.
Well, let's just not say anything. Let's just listen to this crowd applaud a champion team for a champion effort.
Standing ovation.
Well, as the crowd rise as one to cheer the champions as they come off the field, Chico waves to his wife and the crowd, and they're bowing to him. Why not? We go to a break and we'll come back and wrap up this magnificent win of the Canberra Raiders.